What's going on, guys? Bexio back, and today we've got a brand new video on Elon Musk versus Elizabeth Warren on Twitter. This was a couple days ago. They went back and forth on Twitter and battled it out, and it was pretty interesting to kind of see all these points and see how Elon really feels. At least he tweets exactly what he is thinking. You gotta give that to him, and I really like that. Before we get into that, if you are not subscribed, make sure to smash that sub button because we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. But let's jump right into this. See these tweets in action here. So you can see Elizabeth Warren with the first tweet here, linking an article with Elon Musk being Times Person of the Year, saying, let's change the rigged tax code so the person of the year will actually pay taxes and stop freeloading off everyone else. So just going off that first, before getting into Elon Musk's response, an interesting thing to note about Elizabeth Warren is she actually takes advantage of this tax code. She has something like a $17 million investment portfolio, which, guess what? She didn't pay any taxes on because she didn't sell anything, because that's how taxes work. But apparently, rules for thee, not for me, apparently, so for some reason. But she's taking advantage of the tax code just like everybody else because that's how it works. But Elon Musk, his first replies was this one right here, saying, stop projecting with an article about Elizabeth Warren is a fraud, lying about being Native American descent. So going straight for the jugular, Elon Musk, and letting her know that she reminds him of when he was a kid and his friend's angry mom would just randomly yell at everyone for no reason. So really going straight in there for Elizabeth Warren right away. And I mean, that was a big move from Elon, obviously going for the meme, but then goes right back and with these tweets, which actually, talked about the situation, letting her know that if you opened your eyes for 2 seconds, you would realize I will pay more taxes than any American in history this year. And we can see this article that was published the next day after this whole thing, saying Elon Musk says he'll pay more taxes than any other American in history. If you skip all this, kind of going over the tweets and everything, but it's talking about him selling almost $13 billion worth of Tesla shares since October, which will be subject to income tax. Musk will have to pay at least $7.6 billion in taxes for 2021. That number could reach up to $15 billion, depending on how much more stock he sells. So it's just a complete lie going out there saying Elon Musk not paying any taxes. This has to change when he's paying a minimum of almost $8 billion, and then it could go up to $15 billion in 1 year, the most anyone has ever paid in history. And to do all these talks and everything, it scares away people from investing in the first place. If you don't know that these gains you make on stocks, you don't have to pay taxes on unless you sell. And then if you hold them for a year, you can get long-term capital gains tax and lower your taxable or amount that's taxable immediately. And so by just going out there and saying these guys aren't paying their fair share, they're not paying taxes, when he's paying massive taxes, is just messing with the 45% of Americans that have no investable assets whatsoever. But then the final legendary response, the final one from Elon Musk was after he told her that he's going to pay the most taxes than any American in history. He told her, don't spend it all at once. Oh, wait, you already did. He's been big on this government spending, saying how ridiculous it's getting, and that it will end very badly if it keeps going on this way. So I agree with him on that. That's not a good path to go down with the government. They're spending money left and right. They've run at deficits for multiple years now, and it's maybe even decades at this point. And it's crazy that they continue to do this. And it's true. His $8 billion, minimum $8 billion, is already spent. It's been spent for months now this year. And even if he pays $15 billion, that's already spent too. So it doesn't matter how much money they take from him. It's already gone. It's already spent. They're running at a deficit, so it doesn't matter. So all in all, this Twitter beef, Twitter drama, pretty entertaining. And you got to admit, no matter what, at least Elon Musk is tweeting what he's thinking. He's the richest person in the world and doesn't care. That's one of the best things about him. He's not right on everything. He's wrong about Bitcoin a majority of the time, a lot of things, but at least he talks his mind and says what he's thinking, and he's not some corporate professional PR. Make sure it sounds good. Like, he's just going to tell you exactly what he's thinking, and I think that's a good trait to have, especially for the world's richest person. But going into something else, Elon Musk was big on that is not looking too hot. Dogecoin. Just to wrap this video up, just to bring in some crypto stuff, but he made an announcement on the same day of this beef. Before it, though, in the morning, he said Tesla will make some merch viable with Doge and see how it goes. So, oh my God, Elon Musk tweet, Dogecoin must hit all-time highs. The hype is back. No, it is actually all the way back down to where it started. And on this year chart, can you tell me where he tweeted? Where his tweet went out? That's right. It was right here. Right here. That's the spike, and it's already coming back down. So, I mean, you look at volume and things, like, it is drastically down. Hype, a project that's running off of hype, is one that just cannot last because it depends on hype. Once you lose it, it is drastically hard to get that back. So, Dogecoin still sitting at like this 17 cents level, which the crash where everything got cut in half earlier in the year, going into like the summer, it's around those levels. Around, this is actually, it's about 17, 19 cents. So it might even be below that. You can see 17.87 right now. It is actually below where everything got cut in half. So just like looking back and seeing, people think Elon Musk has so much power over these markets, and he used to. And once the hype dies down, once people get used to this kind of thing, it's about utility and people actually using this stuff and doing something with it. But we can see it not really happening. If you compare it to Bitcoin, we'll just do Bitcoin levels. You see it hit all-time highs and completely trending down, just like it is in the dollar one. But that means Bitcoin recovered while Dogecoin didn't. And we can actually still look at that. You see Dogecoin all-time highs here, and you see it draining out. There's no bounce, new all-time high. But if you go to Bitcoin, we see a much different story. This is that same drop. Things got cut in half here going into the summer. People freaking out, bear market. And it was a bear market for this summer here. And then rallied back up, rallied up, new all-time high, and we're having a dip correction right now. But it's much higher than the 29K it hit back here. So what $17,000 higher right now compared to Dogecoin, which is below where it was during that whole crash. So it just goes to show you Bitcoin doesn't run off hype. And when you run completely off hype, you run out of steam eventually. And it's never a good look for an altcoin to see Bitcoin pumping and making a new all-time high, and an altcoin not moving, not making a new all-time high, and not outperforming Bitcoin. So we had a little Elon Musk, Elizabeth Warren drama, the Twitter beef that we didn't know we needed. A lot of entertainment out of that. A lot of good points from Elon from all this stuff. But then again, looking at his Dogecoin stuff, seeing that for investment things, a lot of people put a lot of weight into Elon's tweets and things for whatever reason, when maybe you can trade that short term if you got lucky to buy before he said that, sell at the top, make 20%. But if you're holding it, hoping that he's just going to make it go to the moon, make everyone billionaires, it's just not going to happen. So we see everything comparing to Bitcoin not looking very good. But entertaining from everything Elon Musk related. But as always, guys, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. I'll see you guys in my next video.